Viewers, from Madhya Pradesh to Bengal, the BJP is under fire for unleashing investigative agencies selectively upon political opponents. Congress and TMC leaders from these states are saying that the BJP guns for certain leaders, accusing them of corruption when they are in the opposition, but forces the probe agencies to back off when the same leaders join the saffron fold. The latest to make this serious allegation is a Sarda chit fund scam key accused, someone who was also convicted for 3 years, Sudipto Sen, and a battery of Congress leaders in Madhya Pradesh. Is this true? Is this really what is happening? Are these agencies being used to target opposition leaders, soften them up, ensure that they cross over to your side, and then, of course, these cases miraculously disappear? Or is this really to bring to account, to crack down on taint and set examples? That's the fundamental question that we need to be debating tonight. And I want to bring in Nupur Sharma, National Spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, to respond to this charge that you are selective when certain leaders that you targeted in the opposition, call them corrupt, come over to your side. The investigative agencies, whether it's the ED, CBI, they all forget about these people. They give them a nice whitewash and they say, अब आप बीजेपी से धुले हैं, saffron से धुले हैं, अब आप में कोई गंद नहीं है. This is what people are saying. This is what the opposition says. Nupur Sharma.
Good evening, Rahul. A very happy New Year to you, all the panelists, and also to all viewers. I would start by saying just one word: untrue. Just take, for example, Mr. Mukul Roy. When did he join the party? And only this year, in the last 4 months, I can count, he was called in for questioning in these very chit fund scams on August 28th, on September 29th. In fact, also in the first week of November, Mr. Mukul Roy was issued a notice to appear and be investigated and interrogated by the ED related to these scams itself. As far as Mr. Adhikari is concerned, point to be noted is that he is actually himself written to the CBI after the purported letter by Mr. Sudipto Sen to the PM and to the Chief Minister, wherein Mr. Adhikari is saying that I want you and I implore you to please go to the very bottom and to the roots of this very letter, why it has surfaced publicly in so much media hype so many years after the investigation into the chit fund scam started. And interestingly, I was reading an article wherein amongst the contents and the so-called accused people of taking money, bribe money from Mr. Sudipto Sen, is also an alleged leader of the CPIM, the left party in Bengal, wherein the person accused of allegedly taking money from Mr. Sudipto Sen is homeless and perhaps washes his own clothes.
But there is suddenly an affinity to take in some of these leaders. Kamlesh Jadhav, name found in accused mobile phone. This is with regards to the Cashgate scandal in Madhya Pradesh. Allegedly received cash for the 2019 polls. At that time, the charges were made. He was a Congress MLA. Now he's in the BJP. Then you have Raksha Santaram Sironia. Name found again in accused mobile phone. Allegedly received cash for 2019 polls. He was then a Congress MLA. He was guilty for you. Now, of course, he's in the BJP. Sumitra Devi Kasdar, name found in accused mobile phone, allegedly received cash for 2019 polls. You all made a big hue and cry about it. She was a Congress MLA then. Now she's in BJP. Manoj Chaudhary, same. Name found in accused mobile phone, allegedly received cash for the 2019 elections. Then was a Congress MLA, guilty for you. Now it's in the BJP. These are all charges that have been made according to the IT dossier that we have, been able to access. So how does this work? How does this work?
A job, a function of any political party, and I mean all political parties, is also to be whistleblowing, certainly not to be adjudicating. A basic legal tenet in India.
Okay, so you can accuse people of corruption, not obviously adjudicate like some anchors do on primetime television their cases. I respect that. But certainly you make those claims when they're in opposition, but then you bring them over and then you forget about those claims. And then you say, look, we don't adjudicate. We don't stand and hold trials by media or trials in the public space. Okay, that's convenient. That's very convenient. But let me just bring in the TMC. Okay, give me 30 seconds. Let me bring in the TMC on this. Bishwajit De, spokesperson of the TMC, how do you react to Nupur Sharma? She said, look, our job, we can make the accusation. We don't stand, hold trials and hold people guilty. They've come in, they'll prove their innocence.
Well, good evening to you and to all the viewers and the panelists, first of all. And a very happy new year.
Thank you.
Now, with regard to this particular issue, I would first of all like to say that at present, BJP is a big washing machine. BJP has used
Washing
these female central agencies regularly whenever there is an election in any particular state or in the country. There are several instances. There's a long list of people who are accused in several scams, and whenever they join BJP, they have been just washed by a very good detergent, and they are okay and fine with them. But so long they are in the opposition, there are so many allegations against them, and there are charges against them, and this.
So this is a case of selective amnesia, says the TMC spokesperson. This is a very clear
let me finish.
charge.
Let me finish.
Yes.
Let me finish.
Yes.
Rather, these central agencies have been misused at the whims and fancy of BJP and the central government. Whenever it is required, it has been used.
Okay.
You see, there's a long list. You forget about Bengal. You see in Karnataka.
Fair enough. There are many cases. Fair enough. You're saying that on the basis of evidence across states, you're making this charge. Okay. So you're speaking with data. Okay. I want to bring in Dr. Anand Ranganathan. Dr. Anand Ranganathan, we've heard both sides. Where do you come in on this?
Yeah. No, Rahul, look, our investigative agencies might be diligent or honest and the raids might be necessary. But I truly wish that for common citizens like us to trust their workings, they were made independent, which incidentally what was the BJP promise back in 2011, but sadly won. The investigative agencies are not apolitical or independent. They remain parrots. And when you domesticate a parrot, it finds its favorite shoulder. And right now the shoulder is of Modi too. The politicians who are raided or threatened with a raid simply quit and join the BJP. From Goa to Manipur to Bengal to Karnataka, every single leader when in trouble has dipped himself into this Behti Ganga, takes the BJP. In fact, miraculously, all leads go cold. All investigations come to a dead end. Remember when BJP's GVL Narasimha Rao, there was a hilarious instance. He had demanded an ED raid and had written to the Rajya Sabha Ethics Committee alleging involvement of TDP's YS Chaudhary in court. Massive financial bungling and fraud of 5,700 crores. And he sought his disqualification over court, a serious breach of ethics, unquote. Before the Rajya Sabha could act, Mr. Chaudhary joined the BJP, forcing Mr. Rao to eat the humble pie and even present with a bouquet. And in Karnataka, please give me 30 seconds. In Karnataka, you have Anand Singh, who was then with the Congress. The BJP said CBI should conduct an inquiry into 15 forest crimes that he has committed. Where is Anand Singh now? He is in BJP and he is the forest minister. And finally, if that too fails, the excuse would be that these charges have to be proven in the court. But here's the thing, Rahul, very briefly. Such corruption charges have been proven in the court. In fact, 4 years ago, the High Court convicted both the Congress and the BJP in the now infamous FCRA violations case. I repeat, convicted. And what happened? The BJP simply amended the FCRA Act. And in the parliament, retrospectively, took it back to, believe it or not, 1976, the emergency era. And voila, the crime was annulled. The courts could do a thing. So the incontrovertible fact is, Rahul, that in this country, sadly, you can fool all of the people all of the time.
Well, I've run out of time, viewers. You've heard Dr. Anand Ranganathan. He's also brought facts to bear. And unfortunately, Dr. Anand Ranganathan for the BJP is never wrong. That's the problem. He always gets his facts right. So it'll take a Herculean effort. Maybe you can, Nupur Sharma, after the show, send him your response. Maybe he'll put it out on Twitter. I've run out of time. I'm terribly sorry. We're taking a short break. Lots more coming up.